yesterday.
Nigeria's government has been charged to improve the accessibility of tax incentives to help resuscitate the country's economy. This call was made at the Tax Justice Week organized by the Tax Justice and Governance Platform Nigeria. The theme of the event is tax expenditure and its implication to national development. One of the objectives of the program is to explore progress on tax reforms in Nigeria while prioritizing progressive taxation and spending as pedestals for tackling poverty and inequality through effective public service delivery. The event had over 100 participants from different parts of the country who advised government at all levels to be innovative in their bid to salvage the economy. They also stressed that a country with Nigeria's debt burden should not give multinational companies and the elite tax holiday, as prompt payment of those funds will help the country bounce back from its economic challenges.
There is nothing wrong about tax incentives. Yeah, tax incentives is part of the mechanism, in strengthening the economy, especially targeting industrialization, small enterprise, different, it's a kind of leverage to the economy. So our concern is when it's not well managed, when there's no transparency on it, and those benefiting it, we don't see, the impact on the economy and the need to aggregate, to review the existing incentives, pioneer status, and see whether they've outlived their necessities and all that.
People are not quite aware of this at the subnational level, like in my state. People are not quite aware of such incentives, and because they've been done in such a way that it looks like it is only those very elites that are able to access. So you find certain companies, without trying to mention names, who have been the ones that have been beneficiaries of this policy of government. So at the subnational level, people are not quite aware of these and need to be able to do so. Then, of course, knowing that there are different regimes, the federal government with the FIRS, the state governments with their state IRS, then we need to begin to see that kind of policy being put in place in states to support local businesses within the states and within the local governments to be able to thrive, grow their economy.
We can't be borrowing at this volume, and at the same time, we are giving companies, especially the big multinational corporations, a lot of tax holidays and breaks, to come and do business. And research, around the world, not just in Nigeria alone, has shown that tax incentives are not just enough to stimulate economy. So there are other things you need to do, and to help the economy grow. So we're saying government needs to also look at those other things they need to do in terms of security, social infrastructure, to enable citizens enjoy and corporations enjoy our economic space.
Part of the recommendations of the conference is to research new ways of blocking leakages in the revenue generation of Nigeria, especially on adopting technology to monitor and block tax leakages through tax incentives. Another recommendation is for tax incentives to be subjected to parliamentary legislation and oversight, among others. In Abuja, Nigeria's capital, Abiodun Mohammed, Top Accolade News.